Hello everyone, my name is Zach and I'm one of the TAs for Professor Bhaskaran. The purpose of this video is to show you how to create a new geometry in space claim, specifically a cylindrical body that is similar to the rat femur exercise that you previously did. This is going to be a simplified geometry with two materials so that you can compare and contrast the results to see if the results you got from the rat femur actually make sense. So first, we need to create the geometry, and to do that, go ahead and drag static structural from the analysis systems toolbox, right click on geometry, and click new space claim geometry. We will be modeling the rat femur as two cylinders that are joined together. To do this, we need to sketch three circles so that we can pull the two faces in between those three circles. To do this, go ahead and select New Sketch Plane. Make sure you select the XY plane and then Plane View. Next, go ahead and click Circle under Sketch here and create your three circles. The three circles that I created have different diameters, which I chose to be 4, 5, and 6 millimeters. And this represents a bone layer thickness of 1 millimeters. Just note that these thicknesses are just for demonstration purposes. Make sure that you go back and choose a more realistic thickness. Next, go to 3D view so that we can pull these two faces. Make sure this pull button is clicked, and then click the inside of the two circles here. And then pull it 20 millimeters. Next, go ahead and click the outside surface, so also pull it 20 millimeters. Now it is important here that you click the No Merge option on the left side here. Okay, now you can see that we have two surfaces that have been created. If you only see one surface, that means you did not click the No Merge setting over here on the left. Make sure you do that. Now we're going to go ahead and share topology, and to do that, go to Workbench, click Share. Space Claim will automatically pick this surface on the inside that we want to share topology. Go ahead and click Done. Sharing topology lets our femur cylinder act as one solid even though it is made up of two solids here. Next, we're going to add a line on both sides of the cylinder. This will become important when you're creating your mesh. You can click either of these two faces on both sides. Because they're on the same plane, it does not matter which one you choose. Make sure to do this on both sides. Next, we need to add the locations for the three-point bending configuration as specified by the problem statement. This was previously discussed, but I will briefly show how to do it again here. First, we're going to create two planes. To do this, make sure you click the plane here. And an easy way to do this is to just click on one of the lines that you just created. Make sure to double click so that you have two planes off to the left under structure. Next, we're going to move these planes away from our cylinder. 5 millimeters should be enough. Next, we're going to sketch 2 rectangles on this plane surface here. Make sure to click this plane surface. Now you want to create 2 rectangles here that are 1 millimeter by 4 millimeters on this plane, that is. Sketch it one at a time, and then we're going to move them so that they are eventually 14 millimeters away. To move, click the move button here and double click and move from the center 7 millimeters. Next, create the same rectangle and move it 7 millimeters away from the center. And then go back to 3D view. Okay, this is what it should look like. Next, go to the other plane, click sketch, rectangle that is, and then click this sketch plane. I will be creating a 1 millimeter by 3 millimeter rectangle here. This rectangle will eventually be your displacement boundary condition. And then make sure it's in the center. Go ahead and go back to 3D mode. Now that we're back in 3D mode, this is what your project should look like so far. Now we're going to take these 3 rectangles and project them onto our cylinder. To do this, click Project, and then click these 3 surfaces by holding down Control. And then click Done. Now we're going to go ahead and suppress all these unneeded surfaces and planes and click Suppress for Physics. Now all that is left are your 2 surfaces here, the inside and the outside bone structure. With your geometry complete, you can go ahead and exit out of SpaceClaim, and you can refresh the model here. Now it is your turn to go into the Setup tab, and create your mesh and display your results. Please refer to the previous videos if you need guidance on how to do this.